Krishan sir, are you there?
Yeah, hi. Yes, I'm here. So please tell me once we have to start.
Okay, so it's time we can start.
Okay.
So, dear participants, let's start the second session. As we already know, Krishan sir, last yesterday he took the session, and it was very resourceful, and even he's given some assignments to us. so now I'll hand over the session to Krishan sir. Sir, please.
Okay, thank you, Anil sir. Okay, so again, good morning, and I hope what I given the assignment as what Anil sir told. So you at least did some practice. I believe that, and it was very interesting what I shared with that. So I believe you did something. Okay, so firstly, go forward. I just trying to recap because I know there is a lots of session you people are took. So sometimes I don't want to be like overlap and something misconception. So what I'm going to do, just I'm just revising first, quickly I will just revising what you understand at in the last session, and after that I will continue the today's and future scope the blockchain and whatever the left demos was there, right? So we will continue on that. Okay, let me switch off my camera here so I will save my bandwidth, so it will be easy to see the screen. Okay, let me see share my screen first here. Okay, so this is my screen, and I believe my voice is clear to all of you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is my old slide. Let me open that. Okay, that is blockchain extras. That is blockchain new. Okay, copy. Okay, fine. This is So already I shared these slides to you guys, you know that, right? So already I told. So I'm just giving you a recap. Once you already learned about that, what is blockchain, visual perspectives, you got it, right? This IoT development kit already I discussed today. Also, I'm going to show how you can integrate this IoT development kit to the blockchain technology. Okay, and second, machine IDs and all those things already discussed. And yeah, this is the one thing what I given to you, to do the practice. How many of you did the practice and you get some problem or anything, and any input from your side, guys? I'm very curious to know. You face any issues or whatever? You tested anyone? You can put on the chat. Okay. Okay, anytime you can put on the chat if you have any issues on that. Okay, so this is the main thing. So how we have to learn that, how to write the smart contract on the remix, and there is a multiple way, like multiple languages are also there too. You can write your own smart contract. Nowadays there are multiple flexibilities is also there, right? So and second thing you learn that like like how to create the movie rating app by using Ethereum platform, right? Here we already explained that we have a client server normal website, right? And after that it is going to integrate by using the truffle framework, right? Truffle framework, we did that one. Okay, and again we introduce one tool, that is a visual tool is there, that is Ganache, and this is based on the test RPC. So this is the test RPC applications, and after that you can see we need a, so we have to set it out the IP address, we have to set it out all those things here. Okay, so okay, fine. So let me complete first decentralized application, how it will be. After that I will come to the again slides, and I will explain the other things. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, let me log in the other system. So because my all demos are on the other system, because we required you know multiple system for this demo. Just a minute. Someone facing Facebook. Log in here. Okay. I got the message. So it's to be verification. 75891 75. Just a minute. Please be hold on that. 75. 7589 7589 Okay, let me log in. So once we'll get the login, then I'm able to share the screen from the other system. Okay. Today I have lots of things. So what I'm going to explain you today. Firstly, I will give the demo on movie rating app. After that, I have one other demo that is a smart, vehicle monitoring system by the help of the Internet of Things. And in the last, I have a few research papers for you guys because I know that lots of faculties, if you are really curious and you want to learn that technology, blockchain technology, then I have some basic paper. You can, you can read it out and you will get the good concept. And after that, you can process it. Okay. So my system also get the login now. Let me. Okay. Just a minute. Let me see. It's working now. I'm trying to log in on the Google Meet once again. Okay. My system is a little bit slow because there is a lots of data. Okay, fine. It's logging. Okay, this was. Okay, connecting. Okay, I'm stopping sharing now here, and let me share my other screen. Okay, fine. Okay, okay, thank you. So, are you able to see my screen here?
Sir,
Yeah.
it is not displaying.
No, yeah. It will display. Just a minute. Yeah, I think now it's fine, right? I'm sharing the other screen. Now it's fine.
Yeah. Now it is loaded, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so it's a little like checking time because my all applications are here, so that's why. So if you remember that last time I discussed about that Atom, Truffle, and lots of libraries. So here first my application is that movie rating app. So this is my application, and this is the Atom. This is the Atom editor. I'm using that. So this is the whole application. There are two structure. If you remember that yesterday session, there are two things, that is the client side and the server side. You can someone in the technology wise, we can also take front end and back end. So basically that is the app UI. What you are able to see here, this is the front end, and this is the back end. I developed it, right? This is the rating, what I given the name is. This is the back end. Okay, you got it, right? So you got it, the two things here, front end and back end. Now the second thing is why we require in the rating side, like in the server side, what things we have to do the initiation. So if you remember, I installed that Truffle framework, right? How you will know that Truffle is there or not? How you can know? So this is my Windows. Okay, let me close this. Already other servers are running. Actually, I was tested before the session. That's why it's running till now. So okay, I'm closing this, and again I'm taking online that Windows Defender. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Windows 1. I'm just typing there. Window. Then it will display here. It's taking time. Okay. Okay. Windows PowerShell. Are you able to see this? Just in the window PowerShell, I just am using here, and yeah, it's now open. Let me close one. Okay. So my system is a little slow. Sorry for that. So please bear with me. Okay, now let me enter this. Okay. So okay, let me go open and let me minimize this. So in the rating, you can see that is a multiple folder. Are you able to see? This is the build folder. This is the contracts. This is the migration folder, and this is the test folder. Once you will do a truffle initiate, this all folder will create. Build will you will not get it, because build, once you will do the migration, then build folder you will got it. Okay. So what is the build folder? I will explain you later. Before that, I will explain what is the content. Yesterday, I given one tool, right? Remix tool is there. Online platform, online tool was there. So you can write your Solidity code. So here I'm written that Solidity code, that is name is rating.solidity, right? Because you can give your own name, like what as per your application. So here I am using the rating, so that's why I given the name is rating.solidity. What happened? Somehow I think my screen is not visible. Okay, let me. Something else happened. Okay. And this is Gyanash. Somehow it's a problem we are facing. Okay, I have Anydesk. I think one side I have to be log out, then only we can do it. Just a minute, sorry. My voice is audible now?
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Sorry for the disturbance. Actually, it's some system problem. That's why we are facing. So I believe now you are able to see my screen, right?
Uh,
It's okay. Okay.
the screen is not yet visible, sir.
Somehow I'm not able to share my screen. I don't know.
Yeah, now it's loading.
Okay, fine. Okay. So this is my mic. This is my. Hello, my voice is audible now?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, I think I'm not able to hear. Okay, fine. So it's okay. Now are you able to see my screen? Yeah, hello? Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Sorry, some actually, system issues. Okay, now I'm going to explain. My voice is okay, right?
Yeah, it's
It's
clear.
equal. Okay, it's clear. Fine. Okay, so you can see there is a contract and one migration dot solidity is there, right? So in the migration dot solidity, you can see here, this is one folder. Let me disconnect this and open again. Okay, so this is the migration so this will come by default. Okay, once you will initiate, like truffle init, you will do, then by default you will get it. You can see this is the again same format, like the solidity that what is the name that migration dot solidity, right? Again, in this rating dot solidity, you can see here what I written. So this is the program. We have specified the version 0.4.8. Okay, and this is my rating. Rating is a contract name. I given that. Okay, rating contract name, bytes 32-bit and unit 88. Unit integer, unsigned integer, basically that is, and it we are mapping all these things. So that is the basically array of the 32 byte and the storage list of the movie. Okay, so we will store the movie list. After that, you can say this is the contract will be called when you will deploy the contract inside the blockchain. So that is the all movie list. What you are taken from here, right? By bits 32. Okay, what's you given the name that will be stored here, and it will this movie list will be deployed when the contract address will be happen. So this function rating by 32 movie list, and it will be list of the movie names actually by the list of the movies name. So after that, you can see here function total votes for here view public unit it, and after that this is the rating received. So once you will hit like a click the movie name in front of the movie name, then it will be save that data value inside the blockchain. That is our goal here. Okay, and this is the function vote moving for that, and this is the public view, like once you will hit, it will give the counter increment, like plus one, like it will increase one by one. So this is the simple small contract. Obviously this is not very full application. This is just for a demo purpose I given. So how you can store the data inside the blockchain. Okay, so that's why we are using that rating dot solidity. Again, second one is you can see this is the migration. So first initial dot migration, second deploy dot. So in the second this will you will get it by default. Second one you have to write it. So what I written, so this is I'm just calling this rating dot solidity artifacts required, and whatever the movie name we are given there rating, right? So Star Wars, Avatars, Inceptions, and what how much gas you want to use, right? So if you remember that in Remix we are using some gas to store the value, right? So miners will get this gas value if you go in the real scenario, right? In the real contract address you will deploy it, then this gas value will get by the validators, or you can say the miners. Got it? So after that, again, we have to do this is for the testing purpose, unit testing and other testing. If you want to do, you can do it here. So by default, it will create. So right now in the development, not required. So here we have to focus on the truffle.js. This is the very important part. If you remember that yesterday I shown one Ganache, right? Ganache tool. So this is basically, all addresses are here. You can see this is the address of the first zero. Basically, this is the form of array. So this is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay, and so on. It will be up to 9. So there are total 9 accounts are here. Okay, and every accounts you can see this is the index are given, index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, and transactions count also. Like if you are doing any transactions over here, then it will be it will count your transactions details here. So per transaction, so you can see this is my earlier transaction, this was my earlier transaction. Then you can see this is the some transactions happened. Transactions happen means what? Means some data is stored, and once you will do the storing inside the blockchain, then one transaction will be counted. Okay, so these are the transactions. So I think it's loading. Wait. It's a little slow, that's why it's taking time. Okay, so anyhow, so this is the total transactions it will count. This is the balance is remaining. So these all are the by default it will come. So once you will deploy your contract. So again, the process we have to know how to deploy the contract, obviously, right? So here, firstly, you should to know what is your IP address. So once you will connect with your network, okay, then you are able to see here. Okay, so you are able to see here the IP address. Sorry for the delay. Actually, some system slow. That's why it's taking time, because there is a lots of application inside that. And okay, so wait. I have to wait for some time. So you can see this is the 000 all interfaces. So it will work for the all interfaces, but I don't want to be like work on all interfaces. I want to be like work only one interface, that is my IP address. So I have to select this my IP address. I believe you are able to see 192.168.1.7. So this is my IP address. So this is my Wi-Fi IP address, right? So once you will change the network, right, then this IP address will be changed, and you will get a random IP address. Okay, random IP address, it will assign like this will be same, only the last digit or second last it will be changed. Okay, so I selected this is 192.168.1.7. Wi-Fi network, and port address I want to be 8545. You can change it also, that is not problem. Okay, you can change it. And network ID I selected this one, and so that is not problem. And after that, once you done all these things, then after that you have to save and restart. So once you will do the restart, then all the accounts will be so it will come with the 100 ether, with the dummy ethers. That is not exactly actual ether. This is the dummy ether for the development purpose. Okay, now it's loading, and you can see this is the mining status. So this is happening actually auto mining. Right now there is a no miner, because see, in the development purpose, again we have to wait for the miners. Then again for the development itself, it will take too much time. So that is for the testing purpose we are doing the auto mining. Obviously, once you will go in the real deployment, then after that miners will do the transaction, help with the transactions. Now you can see this is early was 98, the balance was there, but now it's a 100. So that is again refreshed, and this is again resetted all the accounts. So you can choose any accounts. You can choose the first account, you can use a second account, third account, or any one of them. And you can see I set it out that the gas price and all those things. So these all are by default gas price and all. Okay. Okay, fine. I believe you understand these are the blocks. I think first block is generated because already I reset it. Transactions, there is a no transactions happened up to now. So there is a no transactions. Again, logs you can also say waiting for the request, right? So once it will transactions will happen, then it will also show in the logs. Okay. So I believe this is the, in the Ganache tool there is nothing in that big things. Only visual perspective is very good. That's why I'm selecting this one. Otherwise, you can use a client based also command line. You can work that. And this is my private key. Through this, you are getting very good feel, right? So it looks like a wallet, right? So this is my private key. So through this private key, we can also retrieve our balances like that. Okay, cool. So now this is clear. I believe you understand this concept here. Now I'm coming back here. So you can see this is my IP address. RPC server IP address is 1.7, right? So what I have to do right here, I am using the 1.7. I'm just using, sorry, okay, 1 dot, and this one I want 7. Okay, 1.7, and port address is 8545. Correct. Okay, now the second thing you can see, this is my backend side is done. I written the ratings of dot solidity, that is contract. I written, I did just I mapping with that require rating solidity here, module export, and all those things we did. And after that we set it out the truffle, right? So now I have to compile the truffle, and you can directly run this truffle. So how the build file will generate, right? So build file is nothing but once you will do the migration, you will do the migrate of this truffle, then it will be compilation will be done automatically, and it will be saved inside the contract. By default it will create the contract address. How you can do that, this one I will tell you. Let me go inside the folder. How will go? Firstly I have to come out. Okay, sorry, it's a little slow. Okay, till now we have to wait. Okay, fine. And after that you can see this is a front end. I will explain later this front end. Okay, so meanwhile what I will do, I will change the front end some IP addresses here that is required for me. Okay, let me save this first. Control S. Don't forget to save, because this is very important. Then only all changes will reflect in your code. Okay, so 192.168 and 1.7, right? So I require 1.7. I want to write 1.7. Fine. So this is things is done. I imported the web3. Okay, done. Okay, fine. Let me control this. I will explain you these things. Meanwhile, let me go inside the folder. Okay, fine. Okay, cd. Now it's working fast. Okay, fine. cd ether, and again cd. If you don't know what is inside the folder, you can check by the ls. Okay, then all the folders it will display here. So I have Ethereum tool list, IPFS, machine maintenance, movie rating. So I have to go inside the movie rating, right? So movie rating tab, and enter. So it will take time. So movie rating app, then it will now inside that I have to go inside the rating, right? Rating, I have to go inside the rating. Now I am the rating, same folder here. We are here. Now you can see this is the C Ether movie rating app, and after that we came inside the rating, right? This is the rating. So now what I have to do, I have to migrate this one. Once you will do the migration, how you will do the migration? Truffle migrate. That is the command is truffle migrate. Okay, truffle migrate. And for build, already build file is generated here. Then I want to reset this build file, because if you will work like this, then you will get the error. What error you will get? So this build file, it will tell already exist, something like that. Okay, so you will get the error. I will show you what error you will get it. So you have to give in the last, that is the reset. Okay, so the system time it will take. Yeah, see error, attempting to transaction with the calls contract function but recipient already exists, is not a contract address, right? So because already this one is exist, that's why it's not taking. Okay, so now what I have to do, I have to do truffle migrate -- reset. Okay, once we'll do reset, then it will migration will be done. It will deploy the contract inside the blockchain. You can see here, see, running the migration one, initiating migration JS, reacting the migrations, and after that just open the Ganas. What happened? There is a some balance deducted. Are you able to see 99.94, right? Some balance is detected here. So this is the Ethereum. What actually balance is detected now, and you can see here. So this is migration done, and this is the contract address. Sorry. Yeah, so this migration done, right? Are you able to see? So, and now you can see in the blocks how many blocks generated. Now you can see there is a 4 blocks generated. So one blocks is for the contract deployment, first migration deployment, second migration, third other contractor deployment, and last block is the, it will display the all contract address and all those things. So these are the block hashes are also given. TX hash, what is that? This is the transaction hash, this is called, and this is the TX data. If you will decrypt it, then you can able to see that what is the value of this. So sometimes TX data will be large, sometimes TX data, again it depends to your size of the data, right? So it will be transaction data, it will be, but you have to decrypt it. You have to decrypt, then you are able to see this data here. So these are the 4 blocks created. Now you can see there is multiple transactions happened, right? This is the from address and contract address, right? So this is the created contract address to, and this is deployed contract address. So this is basically my contract address of this one, PBA, and sender address, right? So this is my sender address. What is the sender address? 2E58, right? So what is the account is that? 2E58. You are able to see this 2E58. So this, through this account address, I transaction created, and this contract is created over here. So contract creation, these all the things you can see this one, right? All the values you are able to see this. So what are the things, and logs file also you can see here. So that's it. This is the Ganache tool. What is the function? So you can, all the things what is happening internally, you can see on the visual format. So all the blocks you are able to see, all the transactions data you are able to see there, and also you have to you can see the all contract address and account address and others details also, how many gas we are using and all those things. Correct? Okay, now this is the backend part. This is the backend part I created, and I use this, but how will link that backend to the front end? That is a very major task actually, because always 80% developers are facing the issues to creating the link between them, because okay, developing the site is fine, deployment is okay, but again connections, if you will not give the proper command and proper link address, right, then it will be not link your front end to the back end. So we have to see very carefully, so how we are connecting the backend to the front end. So this backend is done, this part is done, now it's connected. Now we have to work on the front end. Okay, for going to the front end, we have to understand what is going inside the front end. I will explain the code first. Okay, I'm just minimizing this rating because we already understand what is the rating, and in the last I will share this code also. You can test the code and also work on it, like how React is working. For this actually you have to know like 3 things. You have to work on the backend side. Basically you have to little bit idea about the Node.js, and you have to idea also front end, like little React.js, what is the Web3 libraries, how to call the Web3 libraries. So here you can see this, I importing the Web3, right? So this is my first application. So this is my app UI. This is my front end. And what is the node model? So do you remember that last time we install one node, like a node package manager, npm install we did, right? One command we given in the PPT I was written there. Okay. So once you will follow the PPT, I can't show a PPT and both at the same time. Sorry. But yeah, if you remember that last time I shown that one command is there, npm install. Then once you will do the npm install inside the movie rating, this node module will generate. So what is this node module? So the inside the node module, there are multiple libraries are there. You can see there is a multiple libraries, like at least 100 and 200 libraries are there. For the it is used for the useful for your websites, for front end development. Okay, so here you can see this is the colors, animations, this, that, right? Again, wave 3 will be also there because I install the wave 3 also separately. So it will be wave 3 also somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so you can see here it's a w somewhere, it should be there. Okay, wave 3, you can see this is a wave 3 I installed, right? So this is the wave 3 library, I'm using this one. Okay, so there are multiple things you can see, like lots of libraries are there, and this is a wave 3 library I will use inside the while using the front end. Okay, while developing the front end. Okay, fine, you understand that app UPI, what is that? So this is the just we are creating the folder, that name is front end name is app UPI. Now node module, you understand. Again, this is the public, so this is folder will created once you will do, right? React application, and you will give the application name like app UI, then these folders will generate public, src, and all those things. So no need to worry. So we have to write the same name or what, it will auto generate it once you will work on the React.js. Okay, so this is index.html. What is that? So this is my front end page, like index page is there, and just simple index page I created here. This is the theme, color, meta, link, right, shortcuts, and all those things I created here. You can see this is the very simple page. This is the simple page. Once I will run, then you will get look and feel. So this is very simple page is there, and after that I use that src. Inside the src I set it out the Ethereum setup. This is the very main setup actually what I did. Okay, so I imported the wave 3 libraries, and after that in this wave 3 I wave 3 injected here, and through this HTTP provider. So whatever in this HTTP we will send the data, it will be taken from the rating API. So this is in the form of the JSON data, right? So it will take the inputs from the JSON data, and it will be pushed over this contract. Okay, so on where it will be pushed? On the Ethereum account 0. You can see this is the 0 account, right? So here it will be save those data here, like a web Ethereum default account and web 3 Ethereum dot account, and this is the 0. 0 means what? Index number. Index number is 0. That's why it will be send the all the values there. So contract rating dot like a rating contract web 3 dot Ethereum contract, and it will be a rating address. Whatever the rating address will send, it will send the data. Okay, now fine. These are already I might believe you know that .css for designing part. This is the index.js for the indexing and all. And you can see this is I'm rendering the all the data, React DOM, React. I'm using that index.css app and server. So no need to worry about all those things. So only the thing is that main connection was there in the Ethereum setup.js, and other things is just like applications. This is the normal applications in the React. If you will work a little bit on the React, then you will get it. What is the how to import all the logo dots, SVG, React, Ethereum, and all those things, all setups we did here. Okay, I'm calling that one. So okay, fine. And so I did the changes inside the Ethereum, right? So there is no need to do major changes. Only the thing is that here you have to do the IP address changes. If you don't want to change here, then you have to work on the local host. Okay, so multiple times you will run, then you no need to do the changes. So it's all up to you. Okay, and this is the show movie. So here is I'm giving the movie names here. You can see this is the movie list, and you can see it's providing the form of indexing, and on click, once you will do the on click, then it will be name will be saved on the name, and this will be send the data. It will render the data where? So here you have to send. So in this React component, and it will be sent in the Ethereum setup, and it will send the data. So it is working like that. Okay, so now what I have to do, I have to run this program, and I will see how it is working and how graphical user interface it will show. So we have to go inside the application. Sorry, cd app UI tab enter. Okay, now inside we are inside the app UI. Now I want to see that, so what is the command? npm run start. npm run start. This is the simple command is there. npm run start. Then this application will run in my local machine. Okay, now it's running. We have to wait for few seconds. So it's running. Yeah, meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask me, or you can put on the chat. Okay, fine. So it's running, still it's pending. So you can see this is one command we got, react scripts start. Usually it's taking time, but my system is a little slow, that's why it's taking too much time actually. But anyway, we have to wait. We don't have any option. Okay, so meanwhile it's running. So meanwhile, if we have any data, see, and this is my contract address, right? So this is the same contract address where we got it here. You can see this is my same contract address where it is. This one, right? BC94720C6101. So once you will install that Ethereum setup, then you will get the unique contract address. Every time you will get the same. For me, it's now it's a unique. So every time you will get the, once we will deploy the contract address, I'm getting the same contract address, right? Okay. Okay, still it's loading. Okay, fine. Starting the development of server. So it's running now. So again, it will take a few seconds more running. Okay, so you can see these are all images and all those things I put it here. This is index, logos, how this is my logo. So this is not in the format, we have to see. So movie dot all values you can see. So it's CSS files are there, JavaScript files are there, right? So nothing more than that. Okay, let me close all. Let's see if okay, and this contract address also you can test over your Solidity. I given the yesterday, right? One link was there, right? Remix. You can text there, you can test there, and you can say that what you are expected getting the result or not. But yeah, obviously we have to take the value in form of data bytes, right? So then only we can able to send the data. We can't send directly integer values there. So that is a sorry, integer, not integer, string value, right? In string value we can't send it. So here now you can see this is application is going to run. So here it's running. We have to wait localhost, and I'm using this local host server 3000. So basically React is by default is working on the port 300. So it's on the localhost 300 is working. Okay, it's running. We have to wait for some time still. Okay, so once it will run, then meanwhile I will show. So this is the, you can see this is the up to now there is a only block 4 0 1 2 3 4. So once we'll hit the enter, we will give some rating to any my movie, then here one block will generate and it will store the value. I will show you how it will work. Okay, so this is the simple decentralized application. Okay, this is the decentralized application as per our requirement, right? So you can create multiple decentralized application. Now just take the example of supply chain management system. If you want to trace anything, like you want to save any data and you want to create some ledger, then blockchain technology is very helpful to you. But obviously we have many sectors are there, like financial sectors, medical sectors, right? And energy sector, right? So in every sectors, if you want to use, and the main concept of the blockchain, what we are the main goal, you have to know that this is the transparent, like anyone can see the data, that is the public domain. Also you can do consortium blockchain concept is also come, like a few things you can do the publicly, few things you can keep as a private also. So that is the main things of the blockchain. That is the beautiful things of the consortium blockchain. So that's true. Obviously, as per our requirement, as per our application need, as per our society need, we can customize our blockchain technology. We can do whatever we want. Okay, now you can see this is fully running. You can now view the app UPI in the browser. This is the local host working on this local host 3000. Also, it is working like 192.168.1.7, and this is the port number 3000 is running. So in the on the both it will run. Okay, on my network also it will run, and the local network also it will run. Now you can see this is the beautiful screen, you will get it. This is the logo, and welcome to Ethereum. Simple, I'm just creating the simple, but if you want to create something, login ID, password, user ID, that is also possible. That is not a big task. And after that you can create such then you can create that one. That is not a big task. And after that you can create such through the user ID you can do the ratings, and through that account it will store the value inside the blockchain. So here whatever the name I was taken, like Star Wars, Avatars, Inceptions and all, I want to give rating, right? In the Star Wars I'm just hitting click. Okay, I'm just hitting click. Then you will see this is now rating is 1. Early it was 0, now it's a 1. So what is happened inside the blockchain, you can see there now it's a fifth block is generated. Are you able to see this? Now this is the fifth block is generated, and this is what is the time is that. So you can time stamp and all those things, it is saved inside that. Okay, 12:36 right now, 12:36 and 08 seconds. So this is the beautiful thing. So when it will be given the, so if you want to give the comment also, right? Comment here, just I'm giving the rating, but you like user wants to give the comment, then you can one more box you can create, and here you can just write comment, and you can write the comment, and also that value also you can store inside the blockchain. Okay, it's all up to you. You can save the value also. Just I'm giving, I want to give one more rating. Okay, so what will happen, instead of 1 you will get the 2. See, now it's a 2, right? So now you can see this is the 6 blocks it's going to be generated. Now you can see this is the oh sorry, what happened, let me refresh. Yeah, so this is 6 block generating, and all the things how it's happened, this is auto mining. But it will go in the real scenario, then it will be not like that. It will definitely you have to do the mining, right? And you can see the transactions. So all the transactions happened, how many gas they used, and how many values is that. So this all gas used is right now is auto generated. And if you want to do the customize, then you have to do the changes inside that, inside your app UI. Okay, you have to give the instructions. Okay, I want to give this much gas value. Now I will show you where you can do the changes. Somewhere it should be written here, gas used and all. Okay, this is the contract rating API. So movie, that's fine. So this is the local host is a server related all configuration given, local host and all those things, configurations, server.js. Okay, so registration, this and blah blah things are there. Okay, okay, here is no configuration. In the next demo I will show you so how you can do the gas customization, how much gas they can use, and all the things you can do it. But the thing is that you should to know how you can generate the applications, and how much gas you want to spend on per transactions. Okay, so here you can see in the avatars I want to give 1 rating, then it will say save also in the blocks, that is the 7th block is generated. Okay, so also these applications you can store in the, there is a multiple third-party tools are there, IPFS are there, Swarm is there. So that is the decentralized cloud are there. So you can store this application, and after that you can work in the real time. Okay, so up to here, if you have any questions you can put in the chat. I will give the clarity. Okay, shall I move the next demo? Okay. Okay, I believe it's all clear now. And for the next demo, again, I have to show you one thing. First, I will show you the decentralized, because in the next demo that is related to IoT. So for that, you have to understand first the blockchain. You have to understand the decentralized application, and after that, that is comes on the IoT. I believe in the first session, Bharat already introduced very nicely how IoT works. So I'm not going to explain how IoT works because I don't have that much time. But I will show you the concept, inner coding concepts, and how you can send the transaction. How can you do the auto transactions, right? Auto transactions in the sense of if sensor will detect something, then transactions will happen. There is no human interaction between them. Sensor itself, it will recognize that okay, this is not working, this is this part is not working, this vehicle is not working, this machine is not working, whatever the parts is not working, then it will auto do the transactions. How it will measure that this part is working or not? Suppose I'm just giving the example, in the car industry there's multiple parts are there, and we don't know how to it broken and all those things. I'm just giving you example, one part, that is a wheel, right? In the wheel, what is that happen? If a wheel get damaged, then what will happen? There is a two properties is there on the wheel. If it will get damaged or something, frictions will be high, then temperature will increase a lot, right? Once temperature will increase, then what I will do? I will sense the temperature value. I will sense the temperature value, and it will store inside the blockchain. Then I can say if temperature will reach than threshold, it will cross the threshold value from the normal condition, whatever the temperature value of that will. And if you cross the threshold, that means something problem in the will, right? In something problem in the will, vibration will be very high. Vibration will be very high in the will. Then we can measure that. So such type of parameter you have to decide as per the component, right? As per the machine, as per the part of the machine, you have to decide it which property it will maintain. As per those things, you have to choose the sensor, which sensor is the best for your scenario, right? Once you have to attach with the sensor, you have to connect with the controller, and after that, once automation will happen, then it will be send the data on the blockchain. It will do the transactions in the blockchain, and also it will store the value inside the cloud as well. As I will show you first. I will show you how to create the decentralized application. It's clear. Firstly, I will show you how to create the decentralized application. Okay, let me stop this server first. Let me stop this server here. Let me stop. Okay. Anyway, stopping. Okay, let me close again this, and I will show you the other application. That is, I given the name is BPSA, blockchain platform for a smart automobile. Okay, it's going to be open. Just a minute, it's a little slow. Okay, it's running. It's sorry, it's a little slow. So now for this also, what I have to do, this I am using blocks accounts. You can see this, right? How it's work, and also you are able to see this balance got detected, right? So how many transactions you will do it? It will detect the balance from the Ethereum. Obviously, its amount is very less. That's why you are have still 99 Ether. Got it. And there is a Ethereum, chart is also there, like Ether again, Givi, TV. There is a lots of like a Rupiah Paisa something is there, right, in the Indian currency. The same like that here is the Ethereum also they have. Okay, now let me restart this Ganache 2 also, because I have to migrate once again the other applications. Okay, so I want to use the same 1.7 and Wi-Fi, and this is the port number 8545 and 577. This is my network ID. This is almost same. I'm just going to restart, and I will show you once again. This is application here. Okay, now you can see this is resetted. You can see this is my balance, new balance. Again, all the value, whatever the inside that is like cleaned. Okay, fine. Now let me keep keep waiting. Okay, fine. This is my new demo, that is machine maintenance, and from the blockchain platform. So here also there is a two-way. That is the app. App is inside the app. You can see there is all front end and contract and all those things is up here. Also, you can, if you want to create other folder for the backend, that is also fine. And if you want to be open, that is also fine. So here inside that is migrated all those things like a contract, migration, test. So all files are very similar, right? So if you saw the early one, that was the app UI name was there, and here also I was given the contract, migration, test, and all those things, right? So here this is the same. Here I given the solidity name is maintenance dot solidity. Maintenance dot solidity. This is my contract. Okay, I written this contract in the language solidity. This is the version I was written, that is 0.4.8. Clear? And this is definitely install over the this npm install truffle. I'm using this version. Yeah, and remember that if you will change the version, that might be it will affect, because sometimes what happened, what I'm using that one, right? So always be requirements.txt file, always follow that. So whatever the version we are using, the same version, please use it. Otherwise you will get the compilation error, or sometimes you will get the other type of issues. So try to work on the same error if any applications you are running. That basically that is lots of problem we are facing while changing the versions, because day by day new release came, and they developer forget about the early keys what they are given. So some scripts change, that's why it's not interfacing with the early version to the past version. So that is the problem happened. So that's why I will suggest, whatever I use that version, the same version you have to also use, then this application will work. Otherwise, if you want to work on the latest version, then you have to solve that problem. If whatever error you are getting, as per the error, you have to find the solutions. Okay, so here the program, the solidity, this is my version. Contract, I given the name contract maintenance. Structure machine, string machine name, I'm just given, right? Machine name, purchasing date, when it's going to be purchased, who is the owner of that, manufacturer. If you want to add more information, then also you can add it here, right? But you have to structure it, and you have to mapping properly. You have to map with the your applications. Okay, so these are the things I written the contract address. Structure, you can see this one. This is little longer program. This is a little bigger. Okay, little advanced level. So structure is string program, timestamp, remarks. Okay, who is the requester, right? So all the things will display here. So in the address, public creator and all those things is there. Here I did the mapping for request services and machine unit address, what is the name of the machine. Okay, here address and all those things we did. Machine ID, I'm passing the value machine, and m dot machine, I'm just inherit these values, and new object I'm creating here, and after that passing the manufacturing. And once who is the manufacturer, number of manufacturer, a number of machines I want to increase, add, then it will be add the number of machines also. Okay, these are all the things. I will share the code, and you will go through it. I know that in the one instant, one flash, you will not able to understand the whole thing, because there is a multiple technologies are there. First is React, and others Node.js, and again Solidity languages are there, right, in the backend. So this is a little difficult, I know that, but you have to keep on practice, right? Keep on practice on the Solidity, what I given the tools, because I already share all the resource, right? All the resource, how you will learn those all the things, and how you are able to make such type of applications. Okay, fine. So this is the function destroy. If you want to destroy that application, and whatever the instant you created, right? So you can destroy it. Okay, fine. In this truffle, now I have to change the IP address, right? What was there? 1.7, right? If you forget, then you have to see here 1.7, right? So here again I have to change the host address. So that is 1.7. I'm using the port address 854. Network ID I just giving the star, right? So any network ID, it's okay for me. Okay. So this is for networks and testnet. If you want to, if you're using Raspberry Pi, here in the other side microcontroller is Raspberry Pi. So you have to check your IP address of the Raspberry Pi, and after that you can work over it. Let me save this. Let me save this. Okay, now I saved this one. I saved this, and you can see this is now okay, fine for me. And let me migrate this one. Okay, truffle migrates. Always remember that for migration you have to do the truffle migrate. There is a no build file right now. There is a no build file is here, right? Once you will do the migration, then it will generate the build file, and I will show you what is the build file and what is the file inside that. I will explain you. Okay, no worries. Okay, still it's giving the problem. Okay, let me close, or otherwise let me open the other terminal. Okay, let me open the other terminal. It is easy, and I will close this. Okay, any chat message? I got some chat messages here. Let me see. Okay, no messages here. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, right. So let me close this because now no need, and I have to go in the CD into CD into CD into CD. And what was the name of this? Let me see. So Ether machine, right? Tab CD tab, and little path is longer. So CD BP tab enter. Okay. So this is my smart automobile, and here if you will see, you want to see the all my folder, you can see here. I believe you will get the same folder. Sorry, you will get the same folder what you are getting here. Just see here. Just my app contract build is there, right? Migration is there, contract migrations, node modules, and all those things are there, right? So okay, fine. Now I think build folder is hidden. It's here. It's not showing, right? But it's there. Build there. Okay. Anyway, I have to run the truffle migrate. Truffle migrate and reset because it's already there. So no need to affect. So truffle migrate and reset. I did. So now it's going to process the migration, and it will store inside the blockchain here. So it still is 100. So once we'll do migration, then it will deduct some Ethereum, and after that it will store the value. Sorry. I have 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, almost is done. Only the things that see running migration one initiated and migration done, and this is replacing migration. This is my migration address. This is my contract artifacts, and this is the contract address is written here. Okay, so this is the maintenance. So maintenance, this is Solidity what is written, right? So this is basically the contract address we are getting here. Okay, so now you can see in this the Ganache, this is some blocks will generate. That is a 4 blocks. It's a result for that all setups. Whatever we contract is deployed here, and these are the transactions happened. The same like early app. Okay, so now the work over for the decentralized application. Already you know what is the decentralized application, how it works. So now I will not give too much time on here. Now I will focus on that IoT part, like how IoT will integrate and what is the role of that. Okay, what we are going to do here. Actually, our agenda is if machine will get failure and any damage happen, then those data should be stored inside the blockchain. It should be stored where? Inside the blockchain. It should be stored here. That is my agenda here, right? That is my goal of the application. So what I will do? So here already applications created, already things are done. Only few things are I have to change. If you remember that, machine maintenance last time we did changes, right? So same here. Also I have to change few IP addresses. Okay, I have to change few IP addresses. Let me see first. 192. Let me see where it is. Okay, so I'm searching that. Oh, it's better to search. Sorry. Oh, sorry. In this app might be. Right. Let me search once again. Okay. So these are the files for the this is the HTML file. You can see this one, and this is index.html. I will check everywhere. Don't worry. So here you can see this is I mapping the all the scripts. You can app.js, margin.top.xl. So these are the index files, and somewhere it should be here. I don't know where it's finding. Not able to search. Where? No. See here, random. These recent values are there. Wait. Let me check one by one. So here, build contract maintenance.json. See here also we are using the account 0. So almost all the things are same only. Few things we did changes like a length and all those things. Here we are given the little multiple functions. Okay, so that's why it's working like that. Okay, so somewhere it should be there. I don't know where it's stuck. Okay, 805 localhost. So this is fine. So no need to do changes. I think we'll see if we'll get there. Then fine. Okay, now this is running again, and what I will do, and again npm run. Firstly, we have to go inside the app, cd app. Okay, now we'll do npm run dev. So here, don't be confused. Here, I'm just giving the development phase, and that's why I've given node package, and npm stand for the node package manager. And this is the same command run. We are given npm run dev because of the development. If you want to do the changes, also you can do the changes here in the start. You can write. Okay, now it's running. We'll see what we are getting the error here, or some problem. If it will be problem, then it will give error. Otherwise, it will run fine. Okay. So these are the things. Migration is the migration already explained. So you know that, right? So inside the migration, that is the maintenance.solidity will explain. And it is you can see inside the contract, this is your migration maintenance folder, and this is migrations will by default it will come, just is on no, mapping the master sender owner and sender and all those things. So by default, if you want to do the changes, if you extra features you will add, definitely you have to maintain here also. Okay, so let me see what are the results. It's still running, obviously. Yeah, it is taking time to run sometimes. So Webpack dev server 2000 host working on the local host 00. We'll see. Okay, up to here, if you have any questions. So I believe you understand, right? Decentralized applications and how it will work and all, right? So this is the way how it's work actually. Okay. We are waiting for that. Once it will script will run, then it will show all the details. And this is the CSS folder. This is the HTML folder. Index folder is there. Okay, inside the index you can see all the values we are given, app.jss, black patches and all those things are here, right? Okay, now it's running. You can see this is the hash generated versions and all the things are here. Now let me open this. Sorry. We'll see the value here. So Webpack installed. You can see this is the all results are green now. So let me show this again on the web page. Let me open 192.168.1.7:3000, right? 8,000 enter. Okay, let me open once again. Some problem if you lock it then. File, open settings, open folder. Okay. Oh, server is not running. What happens? Site's broken or what? Okay, let me check once again. Okay. So these are the files here. You can see this is machine ID, service ID. I given the name. Okay, fine. One part was missing here. I don't know it's loaded properly or not, but somewhere it should be there actually. Machine maintenance, right? This is a contract Coinbase, that's fine. Get machine ID details. Field maintenance.json. It's interfacing. Okay, not that. Okay, if not there, then I have to search once again like this. Open folder. Uh, Okay, where it is? Where is my desktop? Desktop is here, right? Here, this is one machine maintenance is there, right? Demo is there. Okay, let me run this. Let me run this. We'll see this. What we're giving the results. Sorry for that. Okay, I think some file missing here. I did some changes. Might be later. Okay, I have the backup file. I will check with that. Okay, so what I will do, I will let me control C. Meanwhile, I will do fast little cd, sorry, Windows. Okay. So this is my new window terminal. Here I will go through the desktop because my other backup program is on the desktop. Somehow I think file got deleted or what happened. I don't know, but it's something. One file is not there. Keep waiting. That's why I have to move for the other one. Okay, anyway, meanwhile we'll see it's open or not. Open folder. Why it's not opening? It's open, right? Yeah, it's opening now. Yeah, it's running. And here it is. CD desktop enter CD. What was the name of that? Just a minute. BPSA. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. CD B P app. Yes. Okay. So app build contracts. All the things are there. Only I have to see this truffle.js. Its file is there or not. And let me reset this once again. So this is my 1.7 restart, because decentralized application, this is very needed actually to show the IoT concepts, because it's a very needful for that. Because if you'll decentralized application will not run, then you can't reset, you can't send the value, you can't save the value inside the blockchain, and you can't trigger it there. Keep reading. Okay, so that's why we required it, and hopefully it will work in this error.
Krishan sir, are you there?
Yeah, it's fine. Are you able to see my screen?
Sir, screen unloaded, sir. We can see.
Just now, right? Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Just give me a minute. I think because of system, it's a little giving the problem. Okay, just give me 1 minute time. Almost done. It's done almost. Okay. Okay, we'll do one thing. Meanwhile, I will show you my other things IoT related. What we have to think, what I have to do on the IoT side. Meanwhile, this system will work out. Okay. Let me do quickly this. Just a minute. 1108. So okay. Now this is my link. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay.
So here, let me show my screen here first, and I will explain you what is how IoT works. So you can now able to see my screen. That is, this is my VNC viewer. Okay, this is my I connected my Raspberry Pi kit. What I shown earlier, that is IoT development kit, right? That is my screen, and this is the screen I'm going to remotely log in through my Raspberry Pi, and this is connected to the VNC viewer, and this is username Pi and RSPBE. Wait. And by default password as it is Raspberry, I'm giving RSPBE $. Enter. So this is my screen. Okay, so this is the one simple script of the monitor.py. I given that name, and I'm opening with the Jenny. So here what it is, so I'm just giving the contract address name is that you can see this is my same contract address what was is generated in my decentralized applications. And Ethereum JSON RPC, this library you need to install inside the Raspberry Pi. Okay, so here this is the files are there. You can give test RPC, whatever you can give the name and all. Okay, so here you can install sudo pip install, something like that. You can do like that, sudo pip pip install, and you can give whatever the name is then Ethereum JSON RPC, whatever the library you want to install, you can do it. Okay, so these are the things. This is the import time. I will not explain all the things because I believe Bharat already explained this libraries and how it's work. Adafruit DST, this is for the temperature sensor, because I'm using temperature and humidity sensor, because I want to measure temperature value. And once temperature, this is just a demo, right? So once temperature will reach that threshold value, then it will deploy it. So that is my ultimate agenda. And here this ethereum.json RPC, you have to select the local machine address, that is 1.7, right? My local machine address is this one, 1.7. I will check once again in my local machine. Yeah, it's correct, 1.7. And this is my port address 8545, right? I given that one. And this is temperature count, it will counting continuously. Threshold value, once it will reach the 15, I given the lower threshold because if I will give the high value, then it will not reach that particular threshold. That's why. Okay, so my voice is clear, right? Okay.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, fine. So here you can see this is the Celsius and all those things are given. GPIO setup, magnetic switch. So I written for the magnetic switch also, but here just now I will show the temperature sensor. Once temperature will reach on the threshold, then he will call this transaction. See here, this is the very important part. All part are the same. What Bharat explained. This is the very important part. If conditions here given c.call.with transaction, c.ethereum coinbase contract address and request services and unit 256 integer, that value was there, and a string what are the values you want to send. Okay, like MAC address of that particular part replaced or anything, part defected or anything, it will give. Machine ID, what is a machine ID was there? No, ID here, I think I given 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to see there. Machine ID, what is that? Upward, you can see that. Machine ID is 1, 2, 3, 4, I just given. So in the decentralized application, it should be saved. Machine ID should be saved. Then only this transaction will work out. Let me run and I will show you how it is going to work. Okay. Let me run this. So you can see this is the screen now you are getting. So temperature will increase. Okay, temperature is connected. You can see temperature is 23. Once I will do blowing the air, it will increase and decrease. See there. Okay, now you can see this temperature is fluctuated because I blowing the air by my mouth. Okay, so temperature is increasing and slowly it will be decreased. Now it will not, it is getting error because my decentralized application is not running. Okay, my decentralized application. So parallelly in my system I am running my decentralized application. Okay, then it will work out. Okay, so meanwhile I do the major changes, that is a 1.7 what I did earlier. Okay, and I saved it, and after that you can see here. Now just a minute, I will show you something. Yeah, now it's done. So can I extend 5 minutes more, sir? If you don't have any problem, 5 minutes more.
Oh, okay, sir. Up to 120 you can take, sir.
Okay, thanks. Okay, and here you can see this is I'm just doing truffle migrate. Okay, MIG R80 migrate and reset. Okay, I did truffle migrate reset. Once it will done, then after that I have to do the changes inside the app.js. Okay, cool. Control F. 192. Enter. 1.7. 1.7. Okay. And 1.7. Okay. And 1.7 last. Control S. Okay. So this is done. Migration done. Here I got the blocks. That's cool. And the last app, CD app. So okay, now we have to do npm run this. Sorry. Okay. So meanwhile, I will show you that it's running in my system or not. Okay, let me check. 192. Yeah, once the dapp will run, then it should work. Npm run. Yeah, server is running now. Okay, almost done. Okay, and always remember that if you are running this program, right, then all machines should be in the same network. If you will work on the different network, it will not work. Okay, so I'm using my office Wi-Fi address. Okay, office Wi-Fi, that is Hathway. So here is also Hathway. Let me check. Yeah, all are connected with the Hathway. That's fine. Okay, so now, so we'll see it's running or not. Once it will run the decentralized application, it will register the application. Then after that, it will trigger the message. Here. We are running out of time. I know. Sorry. Okay, now it's running. Okay, fine. So this is the others program, but anyway, this is the concepts are same here. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. So here I'm just writing that agri food product ID like a 1 2 3 4, and this is the product name. I'm just giving the will, and this is the manufacturer. I'm just giving the Tata Motors. So Tata Motors. Okay, this is the Tata Motors. I'm just registered that for this product. Okay, and now this 1 2 3 4 remarks I'm just giving MAC address part new part okay, and just request for the services. So once you will done this, then after that I have to run this BNCC viewer. Okay, let me run this once again. Let me run this Control Z. Oh, sorry. Okay, so after that you can see this. Once threshold, it will reach the threshold value, temperature is at 28 and is going to count. And once it will done, because this I given the time slice 3 times once, because sometimes what happen, sensor will not work properly, right? So sensor will not work, then it will might be some sensor fault, so at that time it will not send. So at least 3 times it will be the same value, then it will do the one transactions. Now you can see temperature is magnetic switch, temperature is right. So after that it will do right after transaction. See, temperature get the threshold and transactions happen. And now we have to check here, it's really reflected here or not, right? So it's really reflected. Let me refresh. It's not reflected. Yeah. Okay, we'll do one thing. It should to reflect here also. Control F5. Okay, 1 2 3 4. So something like that actually is to print out here, like in the standard timeout. Okay, so it's to replace like whatever you are written inside the value. Okay, so this value should to print actually. This value should to print this comment what your temperature get threshold or whatever you are given the command here, right? Or part replaced, it should to change here. Okay, so let me stop and run once again. Okay, so this is actually reflect there, and this is the basically demo. And once it basically, this is the automation, right? So once temperature will decrease, then it will show, because I am out of the running time. This is the same concept, and this is replaced here, and all the things will be display in the counter. So once you will click over there, then you will get the all time. Okay, this is 1 2 3 will and these things. Okay. So this is actually given because the front end I have did not changes, because back end all the things is working same like that. So that's why it's working like manufacturer, owner, and all those things. So all is retrieving the data from the back end. This is retrieving the data from the back end, and it's already stored. That is already once you will do all the replacement, it is storing inside the blocks. I can't replace again and again. That's why I'm not able to show. Okay. And we have a very good papers also, that is some blockchain research papers. We are able to see this one. This is very good research paper actually, application of the blockchain and supply chain management. I will share it with Neil sir, and you can do lots of research over there, and you can make your own field. And after that, if you have any issues in the letter, you can contact me. This is also, I have one book. I will also blueprint of the new economy. That is very good book actually, so you can also read this. And Solidity, one PDF I have. So if anyone wants to read that Solidity, how to Solidity work and all those things, so these are the materials I have. I will share with the Professor Anil, and he will coordinate with you. Thank you. That's it from my side. I am running out of time. That's why I can't show all the things and explain. But anyway, might be in the next time, definitely we'll again we'll meet, and we'll show all those concepts. So okay, so now that's it from my side. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can ask me. So always we need to do refresh, then you will get the new data. Yeah, that's it, sir, from my side. Now you can
Audience, if you have any questions, you can place, or else we can wind up the session and take the lunch break. And Krishan sir, I should really thank you people, because so most of the blockchain and IoT workshop I attended, and I got most of the experts, normally their sessions will be there only with the PPT, not with the practical session, especially on online. See, if
Yeah.
offline means it's okay, you can demonstrate something, but you people have a, I mean, that shows your commitment towards the technology. Not only you, sir, all the three peoples what we extras we are connected to. So it's amazing
Yeah.
sessions what we had. So
Yeah.
really thanks, sir. This won't stop here, I think. So
Yeah.
I personally, since I got to know you people and your work, and even already we have a MOU with your extras.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so thanks a lot, sir, for practical oriented sessions. So you people are conducted. So it's really yesterday only one of the participant are asking, sir,
Mhm.
those sessions are very helpful. Kindly share those person's contact information. We want to associate like that. That shows
Mhm.
the participants enjoyed, even though we don't have that much expertise. And sometimes some sessions are something, it will be like an very new to us.
Mhm.
But yeah, we have to take it forward from here with your sessions. Okay. So
Yeah.
thank you very much on behalf of CIT family, as well as the complete organizing team of blockchain and IoT workshop, sir. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much for your good words. Yeah, it's sometimes very difficult, right? Like multiple technologies are there, and sometimes real-time challenges sometimes came. So it's difficult, but actually I'm trying to give all flavors what I'm committed, right? So IoT, blockchain, and all those things as per my title. So I try to wrap up and all those things. Yeah, but meanwhile, if you have any questions, doubts, I know this is not in. I initiated one blog, okay, and it should be not end actually. It should be change, should be continue with your might be colleagues or might be your students, or it might be in the research area. It should be work out, right? So please, I will be also happy to associate with you all guys, right? If you have any questions, doubts, or you want to do research with us, then definitely we are open for all. You can email me. I'm just giving my email ID because today is, I think, my last session. So you can write the email, okay, if you have any issues and doubts. Thank you. Yeah. So this is my email ID. Thank you.